Hello everybody, this is Leslie, and today we are going to do Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah had done a cluster book, so I figured this was going to be something that would be good for the design team project that I'm working on. So I actually did do, now I'm holding the camera for right now because I'm just going to show you the stuff that I have here. So I made 3 of these. So I sewed them already. So I made 3 of the not hand sewn, but the machine sewn 12 by 12 paper booklets to add my clusters into. Okay, and the one I'm going to work on is this one. Okay, and if you hear whirring, I apologize. I have my air conditioner on. It's a little warm today, so like I said, I have my air on. So okay, so like I said, I stitched the inside here, and so the papers that I chose this one's a little bit of a heavier cardstock, but these are thinner papers, and I've had these for probably at least 2 to 3 years, so I figured these are a perfect way to use some of these up. And I tried to choose ones that I figured would be good for vintage types of journals. Now this isn't just for this specific journal that I'm working on, but I figured this would certainly work in this design team project that I'm working on. Just flatten these papers out here. I did not do that yet. Where is my bone folder? Here it is. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you to my new subscribers. I truly appreciate you guys. We're getting a little bit closer. With each new subscriber, we get a little bit closer to our giveaway. Okay. So Angela, Traveling Crafter, had put up the video, and I knew Tina had put this up because I had started to watch it, but then I think I fell asleep because I end up usually watching some of Tina's videos later at night because she posts them later at night, and I don't always get to watch Tina's videos, but this one was one that I knew I was interested in because I know Tina likes to do making stuff ahead of time, like mass making, and I was doing that for a while, so I have a bunch of stuff off to the side, but a lot of it is like Halloween type stuff, like Edgar Allan Poe and stuff, so can't really use that right now. Okay, that's pretty good. But when I saw clusters, I was like, ooh, that's right up my alley, because I love doing clusters. Okay, so I will make sure that I post Tina's link down below in the description. She goes over everything a little bit in more detail, like how she decided how to put these together and sewing and all that stuff. So I did put a whole mass of washi tapes over here to the side too. So as you can see, I have white paper on the backs of these. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try and not to think about this. So I have a whole bunch of these, and I am going to, I think I'm just going to use glue stick, at least to just start getting them down. and there's no rhyme or reason, as she said. Just get them down. Where's my glue book? But I figured, you know, when I go to decorate and stuff like that, then I can, you know, use the pieces from Dave's kits and stuff like that, because I kind of want them more to be on the top. Maybe I'll put you this way. So I hope everybody's doing well. Today, needless to say, because I have the air conditioner on, it's a little bit warmer here today. Tomorrow and the next day it's supposed to be in the 80s. Today's only in the 70s, but it gets warm in here. Unless there's a breeze, and unfortunately Gabby tends to, she's already unfortunately ripped open the screen because she jumps on the screen when somebody goes past the door. When she gets, not aggressive, but when she gets, I don't know what the word is. Protective, well, I guess we'll say. So she's put a couple little holes and stuff in the screen. So I've got to be, I can't really be putting the opening up the sliding door all that much, because I'm afraid she's gonna end up going right out the screen, or yeah, right out the door. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna do over here too. So that used to be like the only way I was ever able to get like a cross breeze, was I would have the window open in the kitchen, and then in the office or the den we would have that window open. And then we would be able to get, you know, a halfway decent cross breeze. And then I would have the bedroom windows open, because that's it. Those are the only windows we have. That's it. Oh, that's the one I want. I'll use that one. I don't want the specimen one. Okay. I took, like I said, I took out a whole bunch of washi tapes. I'm hoping to use washi tapes. So I was trying to work on getting theme ideas written down. So I think I've got some pretty good ideas for theming for a couple of the months. You know, Tony was saying, oh, I think you should have more boxes than 3. I'm still going to continue. I think I'm only going to do 3 in the beginning. Only because, like I said, I don't want to have too many boxes and then nobody's going to buy them. So I'd rather be sold out than me having to be sitting on too many boxes. Okay. Probably should have put that one up further, but that's okay. Okay, so we have that page done. Okay, so now we have to go over here. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I have neutral color here. I have this paper. Let's cut some of these up. Now these were 6x6 papers that I had in my stash. So I figured this is a good way to use up some of those papers. I think we'll do this way. And I was out picking a couple of dandelions because I remember, I don't know if you've seen the video, but in one of my videos I had mentioned that I am going to be doing at some point a series on using natural dyes from nature on trying to dye your papers and stuff like that. So I was out. There was a whole bunch of dandelions out in the field, so I said, you know what? Let me put this on an angle. Let me go and start picking some dandelions. So I started picking those and putting them in a baggie because I'm gonna have to have quite a few of those. I'm going to keep off to the side. All right, what else we got here? We have some blue. Let's do some blue. Now these are Dave's papers. I just don't want flat edges here. Okay, I did shut the air conditioner off, so. Okay, so let's do some of these papers. So last night I was actually watching Bewitched. They had it on the Roku channel. And it was season 5. So Tabitha was already born. And when you go back and watch the episodes, boy, you really notice how things have changed over the years. You just don't realize how different things were. Don't know why I'm choosing purple. I'm just, all of a sudden, I'm just choosing purple. Okay. You know, and then the only Bewitched episodes I liked were with Dick York. I did not like the ones after Dick York. For whatever reason. I just didn't particularly care for any of the ones with Dick Sargent. I know I used to watch them, but I didn't particularly care for them. And I think that's kind of when Bewitched kind of went downhill, is after Dick York was no longer on the show, which was a shame. But, you know, just like any shows, you kind of run out of things to write about. That there. Do that one. And what's up with all the movie remakes? Has anybody noticed that? That there's like no originality in movies anymore? That everybody has to remake all the old movies? It's like nobody has a mind of their own anymore. Everybody's got to like remake the old movies. I mean, I think that's pretty sad. It's like every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, that's a remake. Oh, that's a remake. We watched Easter night. We watched the movie. I can't remember what the name of it is. So it was the movie that Jamie Lee Curtis won her Oscar for. John purchased it. We hadn't watched it. He ended up falling asleep through it. I'm the only one who watched the whole thing. I sat there going, oh my God, what kind of movie is this? I did not understand anything of what was going on. Jamie Lee Curtis was hardly in the movie. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. To me, I believe Jamie Lee Curtis should have won an Oscar a long time ago for Halloween and other films that she's done. This movie, no. I'm sorry. She was hardly in this movie. This movie was so far out there, I still don't know what I have no clue to what it was about. Not a clue. So if anybody saw that movie, if you know what it was about and can enlighten me on what it was about, please do so, because I have no clue. It was so far out there, I was like, okay. Just, how I made it through that movie, I have no idea. I think I just wanted to see how it was going to end in the end. I'll use this one. And then after that was over, we watched Megan. That was better. John was able to stay awake through that one. That was much better. That was a James Wan movie. That was the one about the AI, like the doll. And so it was kind of like a horror movie. It was really pretty good. And then the other movie we watched was oh God, it was a horror movie. What was it? Oh jeez. Hereditary. That was the other movie we watched. Hereditary. That was on HBO. Because we'll be losing HBO soon, so we were like, John had already seen it. He was like, I don't know if you're gonna like it, and I'm like, oh, let's see if you know, I can handle it or whatever, because there's certain, you know, horror movie. I don't not like horror movies. I like scary movies. I don't like gore. Ripped. So we'll just put you there. But I don't like gore. I don't like all the bloody stuff like that. That I don't like. That's my only thing. But other than that, I'm fine. Well, let me put this. I'll put you here. Since we have you here, I'll hang you out there. I have this. We're going to keep on going. All right. I'm just pulling from pieces off to the side over here that I have. Let's. Abraham, what are you pulling from? I have a whole bunch of papers over here. Let's do that one. We'll do that one. We'll do these. We'll do those next. Okay. I have to get a different glue stick, so I shall be right back. I only like certain glue sticks for certain things. I'm gonna go to Oohoo. Use this one. Again, I'm using the wrong side. I think that should fit. Oh, it was funny when I was watching Bewitched. One of the episode had, I can't remember his first name. I had it as John. Jack Cassidy. I was like, I can't remember his first name. It's like he was a handsome guy, Jack Cassidy. Wonder why he had such handsome kids. Because God knows, I had a crush. I didn't have so much a crush on David Cassidy. I was a huge fan of Sean Cassidy. I was a big fan of the Hardy Boys. Who remembers the Hardy Boys? I was a huge fan of Sean Cassidy and Parker Stevens. I liked both of them. I think I used to go back and forth between the both of them. I think it was more Sean Cassidy. I think it was his music. I was never that huge of a fan of the Partridge Family. Probably why I wasn't such a huge fan of David Cassidy. Yeah, make this a little bit smaller. used to watch Nancy Drew. God, I was a huge fan of, I think most of us were. Do you remember we had all those sitcom shows like The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, Three's Company, God, what else did we have on? Fantasy Island, oh my God, with Tattoo. Deplane, deplane. Boss, deplane. And you used to have the same people that used to do the same shows. My father used to say because they had no life. They didn't have any acting careers. Oh God. Oh God. Yep. And I remember as a kid, I always remember, because I don't remember what my curfew was, but we'll say, I don't know, we'll say it was like 9:30. And I remember sitting in front of the TV, and I would literally sit there and watch the, oh, what do you call it? Credits. And I would say, but it's not over yet. The credits haven't stopped running. I would say that this show wasn't over yet. My mother'd be like, the show is over. Go to bed, Leslie. No, but it's not over. The credits are still running. I was such a wise ass. Oh, God. That was funny. Yep. I did not like going to sleep. I did not at all like going to sleep. Throwing these couple of pieces on here. Figure they're here, might as well throw them on. We're getting there, we're getting there. We have 2 more. It's gonna be well over an hour. I'll have to do lots of cutting. Let's see here. Okay. Fun to go back and relive your childhood sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh. I remember, what was it? We used to vacation up in the Poconos every year. That was like where we used to go. We would rent a cabin. They were little cabins, so it would always be my mother's mother would always come. And sometimes it would be my my cousin Darlene sometimes would come because I didn't have any brothers and sisters. Sometimes it was my Aunt Elsie would come up with, I don't think my aunt was married at the time yet. But like my Uncle Frank and stuff would, of course, you know, come with her and stuff to visit for the day. And like we would play cards and stuff like that, and it was fun. But, you know, as we got older and stuff, I always remember my mother's, you know, saying to my father, you know, we could have gone and did other things, and we didn't always have to go there. And, you know, speaking about Disney, because I had taken my parents to Disney because they had never been there. So this was quite a few years ago. And I wanted them to at least experience Disney. So I was happy I was able to take them there at least twice. And, you know, before my mother wasn't able to really walk either anymore with her COPD. So, you know, at least we were able to at least get her there too before she got really sick. What can I put there? So those were a lot of my memories. Most of my memories were from like either from when we lived in Pennsylvania, when we lived in Lidditz. My father worked for Wilbur. And for some reason, I don't. My Aunt Gloria said to me, she goes, I don't know where you got that memory from. She says, but it's not true. I always insisted that for some reason my aunt and uncle locked me in the bathroom when I stayed by them. They insisted that it was a dream. I have no idea. I have no idea what it was. I have no idea. I have no clue where that came from. But they said, we never locked you in the bathroom. Why would we lock you in the bathroom? I'm like, I don't know. Because for the life of me, for the longest time, I had this memory in my head that I swear they locked me in that bathroom in their house. I have no idea. She goes, Leslie, why would we lock you in? I said, I don't know. I have no clue. Now I'm starting to sound like that one movie that didn't make any sense. With the bagel. Oh my God. That was the strangest movie ever. Oh my God. John even said to me, if anybody wants that movie, just give it to them. Anybody wants it, just give it to them. Okay, so we're going to stop there. All right, so in the next video, what we'll do, like I said, we'll pick one of these pages and then we will decorate it completely with all the ephemera and all that stuff. So we'll have one full page of a completed cluster. So we'll have that all done. Okay, so like I said, this is what we have done so far. So we have the bases completed. I try not to think about it too much. All right. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you all on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.